This is Non-Performing Note Deals with Katie Moten, and we're Colletta Street Capital, LLC. We can be reached at 775-525-1222 or Chris at ColettaStreet.com or Katie at ColettaStreet.com. So I don't know if you noticed, but we haven't been around in the last couple of weeks. I know you've all missed our emails and our videos, but we were cruising with the Financial Friends Network, and we were with over 50 real estate investors and some of the top note investors in the industry. And we were conferencing and networking on the Caribbean for 9 days. And it was a great experience. We met a lot of new people, learned a lot about fix and flipping and a lot of owning real estate in general. So we're still trying to take some of the information and figure out how that applies to the note business and to us in general. And so a lot of it would be more as if we end up owning the property and taking back the property itself, what we can do with it and our options. So we've built a large network of people who fix and flip and then do things with the property. And so now that we have that network, it'll be a great option to have more. It gives us more options in for what we can do with that property if we do end up having to take it back, which is never our number one goal, but if we do have to take it back. So every day for 9 days, we conferenced. The sale days, we sailed 3 straight sale days. We conferenced from about 8:30, 8:45 in the morning until about 8 at night with a couple breaks in there. And then on the excursion days, whenever we were supposed to be back on the boat, within an hour of that time, we were up meeting again until 8 o'clock at night at dinner. And then we all had dinner together, so more networking and getting to know each other even more. So lots and lots and lots of cruise conferencing and networking. About every presentation was about 30 to 45 minutes. So as you can imagine, that's a lot of presentations. I didn't want to put them all on here, but I did want to pick the ones that I felt that I learned the most from and that we can adapt into our note investing business. So not to say that the other presentations weren't wonderful and a lot of great information. These are the ones that I found that most apply to us as note investors. So and next week, I'm actually going to be getting into more of the specifics from all of these sessions and how we're looking at and how it's going to apply to Colletta Street Capital. So we started off with a building strategic alliances, which was AKA speed dating. So basically we went from group to group, introducing ourselves, everyone else introducing themselves, talking about our challenges and why we're on this cruise and what we expect to get out of it. So a lot of great conversations, and we're fast getting to know each other. Then Mark Jackson, or MJ is what we call him, is getting ready for the changing economy. He talked a lot about how to get your business ready so that it can withstand the changing economy. Al Williamson, oh my gosh, he gave great information on taking long-term profits from short-term rentals. And he was talking, his focus is more on Airbnb type rentals instead of just renting them out regularly. And so a lot of great information there. They did a panel on virtual assistants. And so they took a lot of people who already use them and had them come up and talk about how they vet them, how they train them, how much they pay them, where they find them. So, which will definitely come in handy within our business in the note investing world. Rich Lennon talked about automation and productivity. He was specifically talking about Podio, but just getting my brain thinking and our brains thinking about how we can use automation to be more effective and to allow us to spend our time doing things that you can't use automation for. Tom Olson talked about the power of a mastermind and what you should get out of it and why masterminds are so important, and not what just you get out of it, what you give and how you push each other and challenge each other to be better. And he suggested a lot of great reading material. And so I have a whole list, and I'll talk about that next week of all his suggestions. Then Quincy Long and Walter Walford gave a lot of presentations on IRAs, Roth IRAs, trusts, and inherited Roth IRAs. So they kind of filled in all the information throughout the cruise. Sherry and Bruce Chatterton, oh my gosh, they have trailer parks and they have introduced tiny houses into their trailer parks, and they are seeing their ROIs skyrocket. And so just that's another exit strategy that we as note investors can use in the long run. David Phelps talked about the end game, what's in the end game, and he gave a beautiful tribute to his father who lived life to the fullest. And he really talked about how do we want to leave this world? How are you enjoying every day? and being in the moment. It was beautiful and motivating, and brought a lot of us to tears, but very positive in a way. And they also talked about joint venture partnering and how to vet your joint venture partners. And then we ended with life hacks. And one of my favorite ones kind of goes back to reading 15 books that Tom Olson suggested. Listening to Audible on 2 times the speed allows you to get through the book twice as fast. And she actually played it for us, and it wasn't that fast. So that was one of the life hacks that they suggested. Like I said, next week we'll be diving in a little more and getting a little more specific with these presentations. So here's just some fun pictures from the cruise itself, from on the cruise and the conferencing. And so you probably notice and recognize a lot of the note investors in here. Stephanie and Scott. Got Scott Carson and Stephanie Johnson Goodman. And you see Karen and Stacy Wall and Jen and Adam Adams and Wayne Snell and Alyssa Grissoff. I hope I said that right. And let's see, you see Quincy and Walter down at the bottom. You see Wayne Snell down there giving his presentation. And the picture in the middle is the whole group of us together that are there for the Financial Friend Cruise Network. But we had some fun too. So here's some of the fun we had exploring the Caribbean. I hiked a volcano in St. Kitts. I'm in the clouds there, not in mist, it's a cloud, straight up 3 miles. Exploring St. Martin, we walked around. A lot of devastation there too. All that's you can really do there is go to the beach. And so we went to the beach. We went caving in Puerto Rico, and we had a cultural experience in Haiti where we went to a private cove and learned about the people of Haiti and their lives and their traditional, like how this lady's roasting peanuts right now, beans, and she then crushes them to make peanut butter. Another man grated cassava, and now he's turning it into a cassava bread. And we learned how they build their homes. Another lady showed us how they grind their coffee. I mean, it was just an amazing experience. Music and art. A man was carving beautiful paintings. And then at the end, we got to relax on that private cove for a couple hours and drink my coconut milk that they macheted and opened for me. So a lot of work, but also some fun in there too. If you are interested in joint venture partnering with us, or you found you want to know more about notes or the note industry, please contact us at Colletta Street Capital, Katie and Chris Moten at 775-525-1222, or Chris at ColettaStreet.com, or Katie at ColettaStreet.com, or contact us at LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, or our webpage, ColettaStreet.com. We've actually added a portion on there for you to fill out and to submit to us so we can get your information and get back to you. Happy note hunting, and hope to hear from you.